People say Hollywood doesn't make movie stars anymore like it's just nostalgia, like something older audiences feel but can't quite explain. But this isn't opinion, it's not taste. It's not movies aren't what they used to be. Hollywood didn't lose movie stars. It changed the rules, quietly, and most people never noticed. Once you understand what happened behind the scenes, everything suddenly makes sense. Sylvester Stallone didn't just star in movies, he created his own stardom. He wrote Rocky himself. He refused to sell the script unless he was allowed to star in it. At the time, studios thought that demand was insane. The movie went on to win Best Picture, launch a franchise, and turn Stallone into a global icon. Here's the part most people don't realize. That kind of creative control, writing, starring, and owning leverage doesn't exist for new actors today. Hollywood no longer wants actors who build their own power. They want actors who fit inside an existing system. Stallone represents an era where stars weren't managed. They were forged. Tom Cruise is not just famous. He is operating under a Hollywood system that no longer exists for anyone else. For Top Gun, Maverick, Cruise didn't just take a paycheck. He negotiated back-end profit participation, meaning he earns money after the studio makes its cut. By the time the film finished its run, Cruise earned over $100 million from one movie. Almost no actor alive can do that today. Studios still insure Tom Cruise himself, not just the franchise or the IP. That tells you everything you need to know. Hollywood still believes in stars, just not in building new ones. In the early 2000s, Julia Roberts earned over $20 million for Erin Brockovich. At the time, this wasn't shocking. Studios were comfortable paying that because her name alone sold tickets. Her salary sometimes exceeded the production budgets of other films, and executives accepted that risk. Today, deals like that are nearly impossible. Not because actors aren't talented, but because studios no longer want any individual holding that much power. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the last actors still playing by old Hollywood rules. He avoids franchises. He negotiates profit participation, not flat salaries. And studios greenlight films largely because his name still signals quality. But here's the lesser-known truth. Studio executives have openly admitted this model cannot be replicated anymore. They know it works. They just won't rebuild it. That's not a failure. That's a decision. This is where Hollywood quietly changed forever. Most Marvel actors signed 5-10 picture contracts early in their careers. They were paid flat fees, not back-end profits. Their public image, role choices, and timing were tightly controlled. Audiences fell in love with the characters, not the people. That's why when many of those actors left the MCU, box office loyalty didn't follow them. Hollywood learned a dangerous lesson. Characters are safer than stars. And once that lesson stuck, the star system collapsed. This is where Hollywood quietly changed forever. Most Marvel actors signed 5-10 picture contracts early in their careers. They were paid flat fees, not back-end profits. Their public image, role choices, and timing were tightly controlled. Audiences fell in love with the characters, not the people. That's why when many of those actors left the MCU, box office loyalty didn't follow them. Hollywood learned a dangerous lesson. Characters are safer than stars. And once that lesson stuck, the star system collapsed. Brad Pitt still negotiates back-end participation, but even that is fading. Modern studios prefer fixed salaries, predictable costs, total control. Profit sharing is now seen as risk, not reward. Hollywood would rather pay more upfront than share success later. That mindset alone dismantled the old system. Johnny Depp once had unmatched star power. After public legal battles and brand damage, studios pulled back hard. Even after partial career recovery, Hollywood treated the situation as a case study. The lesson wasn't about guilt or innocence. It was, stars bring unpredictability. And Hollywood hates unpredictability. Here's something most people never consciously notice. Look at movie posters from the 90s. Actor names were bigger than the title. Names appeared above the movie. Now look at modern posters. Franchise logos dominate. Actor names are small or missing entirely. Hollywood isn't hiding this. They're advertising what matters now. Old movie stars felt larger than life because you rarely saw them. Now actors live stream, tweet opinions, share daily routines. Mystique disappeared. And without mystique, movie stars lose gravity. Hollywood didn't fight this shift. They adapted by shifting power away from individuals entirely. This explains something audiences already feel. Reboots and nostalgia outperform originals not because they're better, But because the stars already exist, familiar faces feel safe, familiar stories feel predictable. Creating new stars takes time, and time is something Hollywood no longer wants to spend. So the real question isn't, why can't Hollywood create movie stars anymore? It's this: did Hollywood lose the ability to create them, or did it decide they were no longer worth the risk? Because once you look at the contracts, the paychecks, and the posters, the answer becomes painfully clear. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to be notified when we release new videos. Thank you.